Hey you guys, so welcome back to my channel. For those of you guys who are newly subscribed, welcome. This is going to be my new and improved channel. I know I started the channel in, I want to say 2013, but I never really did anything with it. I did a few tutorials here and there, but this right now is going to be the start to the revamp. So this video, as you could tell by the title, will be about my breast reduction. Yes guys, I got a breast reduction surgery, and for those of you who are subscribed to my Facebook and my Instagram, you might have heard me speaking about getting my breast reduction for a while. So yes, I did get my breast reduction on June 30th. I am currently 3 weeks post-op, so I would like to give you guys an insight on my experience and, you know, so far what I've been dealing with, and, you know, pain and stuff like that. So to start off, a lot of you guys may be like, why did she get a breast reduction? Well, for starters, my boobs were way too big for my liking. I did not like them things. I used to get back and upper shoulder pain, and that alone is not very comfortable. Working out wasn't fun. It was little things that was very annoying dealing with bigger boobs. And I have here with me a bra that I used to wear, and this is my old bra, guys. You guys could see, it literally is bigger than my face. Like I could cover an entire face. This bra is a 40D. 40 would be the measurement around the back area, and then 40D, I wish. It's a 40G, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yes, I was a 40G. So the 40 is the measurement around my, around my boob back area, and then the G cup would be the actual size of my boob. So I was quite a large size, and because of that, I was running into, not difficulty, but when I first was getting, speaking to my doctor about getting my reduction, one of the things that he pointed out was that being that I'm so large, I may run the risk of having to get what is called a free nipple graft. Now, a free nipple graft is where they remove your nipple, perform the reduction, sew you up, and then they put the nipple back. Now that nipple no longer functions like a nipple. It's just gonna be like a part of your skin. It's flat, does not get erected when you're cold or anything like that. It's just there. And I know I didn't want to do that. I feel like nipples are sexy. It's a part of your sexuality when you wear those little cute shirts. So I was like, I know I didn't want to do that. So I was like, how else can we approach this? Now, how they determine whether or not you may need to get a free nipple graft is by measuring, I don't know what this area is called, but they measure from literally this little dent all the way down to where your nipple is. If your nipple is over 40 centimeters, which I believe is 15 inches, then they may run the risk of doing the free nipple graft, because your nipple, once they perform a reduction and a lift, may run the risk of losing blood supply, which will in turn cause you to lose your nipple, like it falls off and dies, and now you just got boobs. I didn't want to do that. So that was one of the things that we spoke about, and I prayed day in, day and night. I was like, God, I see what you did for others, because I was in this Facebook group, and there were some women there that had way bigger boobs than mine, and even if they were not bigger in volume, they were way longer in the length, like from here to where the nipple was, and they did not have to get a free nipple graft. So I was hoping that I would have the same result. I prayed, I prayed, I prayed. Now, prior to surgery, I did have to get, and I'm sorry that I'm speaking with my hands. I'm gonna try to do better. I'm gonna try to do better, but prior to surgery, you do have to get some tests and stuff like that done in order to make sure that you are healthy before going under, because anesthesia is a serious thing. So I had to get like an EKG, you know, regular blood work. They had to get the history of your family history and stuff like that. the Friday prior to my surgery, I did also have to get a COVID test. The reason is because currently we're in a pandemic. And Corona done did she acting up, so they trying to make sure everybody, including you, your doctors, because I think doctors and nurses, they actually have to get tested, like I believe 3 times a week. So they get tested regularly, so they make sure every patient that is coming into their operating room is also getting tested on a regular basis. So I had to get tested that Friday. I forgot what date that was, but I got tested the Friday. My surgery was on Tuesday morning. Now I got to the hospital, my surgery was for 10 a.m. and I got to the hospital at around 9:45ish. I wanted to be on time because, girl, if you late, they said they're gonna cancel it, and I came too long. I came too far with these boobs, so I was not willing to miss my surgery. So I made sure, and everybody that knows me knows that I'm not a morning person. I could stay up from whatever time I wake up in the morning, not morning, more closer to the noon time, but I could stay up from then till the very next day. I could stay up for over 24 hours, no problem. I just don't like mornings. Now I made sure to wake my butt up so I could get to the hospital on time, get my surgery done. And not for nothing, before surgery I was not scared of, and I'm sorry if I'm looking a little high because I'm looking at my little screen thing, but prior to surgery I was not scared of the pain from surgery because I like to think that I have a very high pain tolerance, but I was scared to go under anesthesia. Like, for some reason that bit was making me nervous. I was watching YouTube videos of how it feels. I was asking people how it feels to go under, because that part just made, the unknown made me nervous, like somebody manually putting you in a state of paralysis where you are unconscious, you have no control over your body. So I wasn't very happy about that bit, but I knew that was a part of something that I would have to overcome. So my anxiety days before surgery and definitely the morning of surgery was through the roof, honey. And then I get there at like 10 something, and I'm sitting in the waiting room from, like, let's say 9:50, about 9:50, because it don't take but so long to walk from the car to the place. So I walk in. Nobody could accompany me because of COVID, so you have to go alone. So my husband dropped me off, walked in, checked in. The nurse that was at the front desk for the surgery section of the hospital, she already had like most of my paperwork pre-filled, so I just had to give her my ID and then put like some other small info, like initial and sign. So I sat out there, I want to say for about an hour, and then another nurse came and she got me. She took me to the back and she started to do like the preliminary work. So she took like my blood pressure, asked some questions about history, if you have any parent that went under, what was their reaction, if there was any, you know, any negativity with family members that went under anesthesia, stuff like that. So we did that, and then she sent me back to the waiting room, and I sat in the waiting room for maybe another, this was now maybe like 11 something, 11:30 probably. I sat out there again maybe for another 30 minutes, and then she came and got me, and that's when they took me to the back. I had to change into the gown. You remove your entire, everything you're wearing, your bra, your panties, everything, but they did give me some little stocking panties to put on, so I had those. So and socks and like a hairnet, and I did have my hair already done the same way it is now, so I, you know, just put it up and put my little thing on. I also had to, what else did I do? Oh, they took all of your property, and then the nurse lady, my bag that I had was I had a YSL crossbody bag, so I guess she recognized that, and she took the bag. She told me that they would have somebody come and put that in like a secure place where it's locked away with my debit and credit cards as well as my cash. And I was like, they have regular patient lockers, but she's like, you know, we want to secure it because you never know. So I was like, all right, fine. So you have to sign some little paperwork. Some guy comes in, he takes your stuff, he takes it away and all that good stuff. So I get to the waiting room, to the little, it's not like not a waiting room, I'm sorry. I get to the little patient room where they have the curtains that separate you from the next patient. So I'm there, I'm laying in the bed, and then the anesthesiologist, she came. And she was like, she asked me the same questions. I swear to you, at one point I was like, I just told you that, why you keep asking me? But I'm thinking they're just trying to make sure that you are who you say you are, and so they don't have any misfortunes or anything of that nature. Because apparently when you get anesthesia, when you go under, they do it based off of your height and your body, your weight and stuff like that. So they have to make sure the person's the person, so they don't over or under give you the anesthesia. Because if they do so, you run the risk of, God forbid, passing away, or you could wake up in surgery while they're performing the surgery because you basically didn't get enough medicine. But anyways, she asked me a bunch of questions. And at this point I was on the stretcher. I think it's called a gurney, but I was on the little stretcher bed thing. And she came in, she put the thing here. I still have the little spot too, you probably can't see, but she put the needle. It was pretty big and I don't like needles, so you know. But I was like, I'm gonna get little titties, so we finna have to deal with that. So she puts the needle in and everything. And then she starts me an IV. I don't know what all was in the damn IV, but I know she started me an IV. And when she did it, one thing that I noticed was that it was cold. When I tell you, whatever the hell she was putting inside of my arm, it was cold as hell. So yeah, and I was like, so is this supposed to be cold? And she was like, yeah, typically you will feel it. Like, it's almost like I'm feeling the thing being dispersed into my veins or something. So after a while, I started to feel real nice. Like, I've never been drunk, but I've been saucy. So I started to feel like I'm saucy, like I feel a little bit nice. And then I said to her, I'm really scared of going under. Can you please be honest? How does it feel? And she said, to be honest, I feel like if to her, she said it feels like she smoked weed or something. But anyways, after that, they wheeled me into the OR, and it just like the movies, all these bright lights was just bright everywhere. So she wheels me into the OR. And then from the gurney, they asked me to shimmy over onto the operating table, where they had like these things where your arms would be kind of like tied down or something. So I shimmied over to the operating table, and then I was feeling real nice, y'all. I'm not even gonna hold you. So then my doctor, he works with another doctor, because usually it's 2 doctors or more in the operating room, because they have to make sure they do everything as best as they can. So it was my doctor, Dr. Norman Rowe, and then there was his partner. Her name is Dr. Schneider. She came and she held my hand and she was like, hi Julissa, I'm gonna take care of you today, yada yada yada. I was like, all right, cool. So after that, I remember nada, gone. The only thing I remember after that was, I remember everything after that, but after speaking to her and she's saying she's gonna take care of me, I was gone. The next time I was conscious and aware of what was going on was waking up from anesthesia, and I was in the bed. At that point, I didn't even realize I already had surgery. So I was in the bed, and then there was this nurse, a male nurse, was sitting like at the foot of the bed, and he had like the blood pressure machine. So I was like, who are you? And he's like, oh, my name is so and so. I don't remember what his name was. I'm just here to monitor your pressure, making sure everything is good. So he did my pressure for a little bit, and he said everything was fine. And then I looked down and I saw the white bra. They put you in this white bra with the Velcro straps over the shoulder, and then it like hooks in the front, and it had like paddings and stuff. And then after I was up and alert, they kind of took me to this other room where I was going to change back into the clothes that I wore to the hospital, which I wore pajamas, girl. I bought some pajamas from Target. They look cute too, but I bought some pajamas because you do have to wear something that buttons in the front, because you're not able to like fully stretch your arm. You run the risk of ripping like a incision or something, so everything has to be buttoned from the front. So another nurse came in, and she was like, are you hungry, all this stuff, and I did not want to eat hospital food, so I told her I would take orange juice and bread with butter. And then I was hungry, y'all, because before surgery, like the night before surgery, you had to stop eating from 11 o'clock at night. So I had nothing to eat from 11 p.m. Monday night until around 7:30 Tuesday night. So I was on the verge. So she got me dressed and everything, and then I also had to pee. One thing though, when you do surgery, because you're not able to fully help yourself, you got to make sure your vagina clean, girl, because I couldn't wipe myself because I was a little nervous, and I'm a little chunky too, so I was a little nervous to put my hand and wipe and do all this good stuff. So the nurse had to wipe me. So you got to make sure you smell good, because if not, she finna smell you, girl. So, but yeah, she helped me to the bathroom, and she also helped me to put my outfit, my clothes on. And then while I was getting dressed too, my doctor actually came in, and at that point I still was not sure if I had to get a free nipple graft, because one of my nipples was 40 centimeters, which is on the borderline of a free nipple graft, and he wouldn't have known if I needed to get a free nipple graft until I actually went into surgery. So when he came and he kind of put his hands in my thing and he touched my nipple and he was like, you feel that? And I was like, oh yeah, I feel that. So at that point it confirmed that I do still have my real nipples, because that was something that I was pretty adamant about. So I'm very happy that he was able to keep them. So as I said, I am 3 weeks post-op. My incisions are what you would call an anchor, and that gave me the maximum lift. So I have going around the areola, down like a lollipop, and then under the crease of the boobs. And my doctor does a technique that is called a short scar, so you will not see the incisions on the inside of my cleavage, nor will you see it around the back of me. What else? I will insert, because this is the second time that I am filming this video, so I will insert a little clip that I took from the first video showing you what my boobs actually look like before and after. What else? I had to get drains. Now drains are basically some little tubes that they actually put in the sides where the incisions end, so you could get rid of any excess fluid and blood that don't run the risk of getting like a fever or infections and getting sick basically. So I did get drains, and I had to keep my drains for 1 week. So I had them from that Tuesday until not over a week, from Tuesday to the following Wednesday, and that's when I had them removed. My drain from my right boob actually fell out while I was home. My husband was giving me a bath, and I thought I was lifting up the damn drain, and he was like, babe, the drain is not in you. And I was panicked because this side was giving me a hard time, and I was thinking it was because I was right side dominant, so I write with my right hand, I do everything with my right hand. So I thought that would have been why, because I'm more active on this side, so I'm feeling the pain. But when I really think about it, maybe the drain was coming out, so that's where the pain came from. But yeah, so I was a 40G. I don't currently know what my size is. However, I do have this bra from Victoria's Secret, of sports bra, and when I tried it, I think it's a 38 3D, and the cup is still a little big, so I'm assuming that maybe I will heal to be a D cup, which is fine, because now I could go on my weight loss journey, you know, do all of that, get everything under control, get back to me and the weight that I'm very happy at. Yeah, so far this is what my, you know, pre-surgery, post-surgery, up to 3 weeks is, and then I will keep you guys posted on the weeks to follow. So far so good. I really didn't feel too much pain. It was more discomfort from the drains. And yeah, and if any of you guys need a breast reduction, trust me, don't walk, run and do it. And in the next video that I'm going to upload, I will disclose and help you guys to figure out how you could get your surgery covered by your insurance yes, insurance does cover surgery at a percentage, so you still have to pay something and they'll pay some, but you definitely could get the insurance to cover it. I believe if you have like state insurance, you may be able to get the entire thing covered. I'm not sure, don't quote me, but you do still have to pay something out of pocket. It's not technically free, because if you have insurance, somebody's paying for the insurance, and in my case, my husband pays for our insurance, so he basically paid for it because we didn't do anything else, you know what I mean? So so far this is where I'm at. I will definitely keep you guys posted, and also in the next video, like I said, I will disclose to you price, and well, I don't know the price, but I'll tell you like my copay, and hopefully by then I'll get the letter from the insurance with what the bill is, because I believe they'll send me the check and I'll take it to the doctors. But I will keep you guys posted, and if you guys are not already doing so, please subscribe to my channel here at ilashflare. Like it, leave me a comment. All those things basically do is encourage you to keep going, you know, show your support. You could turn the bell on, so whenever I do drop a video, you will be notified. And as of now, today is, I don't know what date it is, it's like the 22nd of June, I believe. I'm going to attempt to upload 2 videos weekly. It's gonna be a variations of things from lifestyle to, you know, makeup, things that I do around the house, vlogs and such. But yeah guys, that is my 3-week update on my breast reduction. As I said before, I'm not in any pain, no discomfort. I still have to be pretty careful how I move and stretch, because the incisions, even though they are closed, they could still rip open because they're not healed. So I still have to be very careful how I move, how I sleep. I'm still sleeping on my back because of course you cannot sleep on your stomach. So I sleep on my back. From time to time I'll lay on my side, but I haven't comfortably slept on my side since surgery. But I will be keeping you guys posted, and as I said in this video, I will include a picture or a video, because I did take a video from the last time of my boobs before and after. Bye. These are the boobs. You can see the nipple is right here. This is what they look like from the side. Don't mind my armpit because I can't shave them myself. I have to have my husband help me. But this is what it looks like from the side. This is what it looks like from the front. I'll take my thing off, and I'm still restricted to how much movement I could do. Like I can't put my arm all the way straight, but I'll definitely show you guys. This is what it looked like. So the incision that I got was around the areola, and then down, and then a small anchor underneath. And this is the way they do it to give you maximum reduction. Some people get a lollipop, which reduces, minimizes how much you could get taken off. But I got a, what's it called? But I'll show you guys just a little bit of how these girls look. They look like. So they're still, it's still healing. But you could see how perky it is from the side. Everything. And it gotta fall a little bit, like right here. You can't see it, but right here is a little higher than this part, but it's gonna eventually fall and all look the same.